Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called How to Make Money Just by Watching YouTube. We're going to show you how to make money just by watching YouTube, and it's not in a way that you think. Others are already doing it as we speak, and more are getting on board every day. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, follow, and comment on the show, as well as to tell you that the show is sponsored by HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a company that allows you to purchase live calls with more than 100 celebrities. You can purchase a live 15-second phone call from a celebrity for $19.95 and a live 30-second phone call from your favorite celeb for $29.95. It's a great way to purchase a gift for yourself or for somebody you care about. So give it a try. It's called HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now let's get started. Americans know how difficult college is. College can require you to spend 60 hours a week studying and going to classes. Multiply that times 50 weeks and then multiply that times 4 years, and you will easily spend an average of 12,000 hours over 4 years just to get a bachelor's degree. Unless your parents are wealthy, you will more than likely have to borrow between $50,000 and $100,000 to earn that bachelor's degree, and that is a tremendous amount of debt. Once you get that degree, unless it's in computer science, engineering, or nursing, there is a strong possibility that you may never get a job in the field or profession that you studied in school for all those years. In addition to that, given how challenging the economy is, there is even the possibility that you may not graduate with a degree and not even be able to find a job. Enter YouTube. What if I told you that you could learn to be a software programmer, a carpenter, an airplane pilot, a photographer, a plumber, a jeweler, or any one of countless other professions just by watching YouTube tutorials and training videos? In fact, there are now so many free training videos and YouTube tutorials that you will find them for almost any profession that you want to learn about or train in. Let's say that your dream was to become a software programmer, but you don't have the $75,000 or $100,000 it takes to get a degree in computer science at a decent school. If you go to YouTube and type in the phrase, how to become a software programmer, or how I learned to write code, you will find countless tutorials teaching you how to program in many different software languages. What's even more interesting are the number of video testimonials on YouTube from people who taught themselves how to write code, and then they went on to get jobs at companies like Google and Microsoft because of it. There's now more information, more training tutorials, and more economic opportunity to be gained from watching these videos than there is information to be gleaned from all the top universities in the world. The reason for that is the incredible volume of information content that is being uploaded daily to YouTube. No university on earth can compete with that kind of volume and that kind of currency. Now granted, all the content is not perfect, but the vast majority of it is extremely informative, enlightening, and more than capable of teaching you what you need to learn about the profession that you want to become part of. Now, what if you want to become an entrepreneur? What if you're not sure what you want to do, as most college freshmen aren't when they begin school, and you don't want to take on mountains of debt just to figure it out? Well, YouTube can give you more of an insightful view into any profession or career than any high school or college career guidance counselor. The difference being that with YouTube, you don't have to spend $20,000 or $30,000 on a year or two of college before you realize what career path you want to pursue, and it's extremely efficient. Another thing about YouTube is that when you're going to college, you often have to pay for room and board. You have to waste hundreds of hours driving to school and back and looking for a parking spot. You also have to eat terrible college food. All those things cost a tremendous amount of time and money. That's not the case with YouTube. Because to learn and to study on YouTube, all you need is a computer and lots of discipline and tenacity. If you have those things and you can learn what you need to learn and do it well enough to find a job in your profession, then that is the hallmark for a great achievement. Most importantly, when you graduate, you won't be crushed by tremendous amounts of student debt over the next 10 years. Let me give you some examples. If you go to YouTube right now and you type in how I taught myself to program and got a job, You'll see countless testimonials from people who got jobs at Google or Microsoft simply by going online and teaching themselves how to program. You can do the same thing for other professions. Just type in how I taught myself to be a plumber, or an airline pilot, or a builder, or a roofer, a technician. There are countless videos for all these professions. Now, mind you, after you train yourself in some of these professions, you may still need to go and get state certified to pass an exam, but you will not have spent 2 or 3 or 4 years in college studying for it. You will have done it on your own accelerated timetable and at almost no cost. Right now, there's a revolution going on. That's because there are millions of people out there who don't want to go to college and become debt slaves, so they're training themselves on YouTube and learning what they need to know in order to pursue the profession of their choice. What about serious entrepreneurs, people who want to start a business? Well, let's say you can't afford a bachelor's or a master's in business, but you're really eager to start your own business. YouTube has more entrepreneurial business videos and tutorials than all the universities in the world combined. No matter how good the MBA professors at an Ivy League school are, I guarantee you they're not as good and as informative as all the YouTube videos hosted online by the top CEOs, VIPs, and countless other famous entrepreneurs who posted videos online just to teach you and allow you to benefit from their wisdom and experience. Next, it's the issue of timeliness. Time is a tremendously important asset. When you take a course at a university, most of the time the course material, the text, and the syllabus are between 6 and 12 months old. So by that definition alone, you're learning information that is already dated at a university. On YouTube, it's just the opposite. Whenever something happens in the business world or the tech world, there is an immediate influx of countless new videos being uploaded to YouTube to teach you all about it. That's really significant because new information is almost always worth more than old information. Having access to the latest information and training can make you a more valued asset to your profession. And it can mean that you get paid more. When other students at colleges all across the country are still studying year-old information, you'll be accessing the newest and most current information affecting your profession. That means you'll be more marketable when you complete your studies, and you'll be more likely to land a good job. So what's the bottom line? Why are so many people trying to get rich and famous by creating their own YouTube videos? Is that really the most optimal path to a significant living? Or is what a lot of other people are doing the best path? Because right now there's a growing population of people out there who are clever enough to know that they can develop a career by learning almost everything they need to online and on YouTube, and they can do it for free. And that's really smart. In fact, the smartest students of the future may be those who paid nothing for their educations. With that in mind, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.